Court is calling 2022 CR 8628, State of Texas versus Adam Edward Agular. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hold up. You're about to witness one of the most frustrating probation violations I've ever seen. We got Adam Aguilar, who's facing 2 years in state jail for stealing a car, and he just can't seem to follow one simple rule. Show up to probation. But here's where it gets wild. This isn't even his first time in front of this judge for the exact same violation. The judge is not having it today. And what happens next will have you questioning everything about second chances in the justice system. Buckle up, because this courtroom showdown is about to get real.
State.
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Todd Coronado for Mr. Aguilar.
Are you Mr. Aguilar?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Adam Edward Aguilar who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 8628 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on January 9th, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4, on or about in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Adam Edward Aguilar did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July and August violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, state waives all
Okay, let me
violations.
break this down for you. Adam just admitted to violating his probation by not showing up for 2 months straight. In Texas, when you're on deferred adjudication for unauthorized use of a vehicle, that's basically car theft, you have to report to your probation officer. It's literally the easiest condition to follow. By pleading true, he's essentially saying, yeah, I totally blew off my probation officer. And here's the kicker. With deferred adjudication, if you mess up even once, the judge can give you the full sentence. We're talking up to 2 years in state jail for a crime that initially got him probation. That's the gamble you take with deferred adjudication.
Waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, the proposed agreement is for weekly reporting until the defendant completes his anger management course, and then to add the cognitive behavioral course to his conditions.
All right,
This is our extended, Your Honor.
all right. I'm not going to follow this agreement. He was here before on June 22nd for the same thing.
Whoa, plot twist. This judge just dropped a bombshell. Adam was literally in the same courtroom just months ago for the exact same violation. The judge is basically saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're going to jail. This completely changes everything. The prosecution defense just pitched this nice little agreement for anger management classes and weekly check-ins. But the judge is not playing games. She's got the receipts, and she's pulling them out. I mean, how do you show up to court twice for not showing up to probation? The irony is off the charts. What do you think? Is the judge being too harsh? Or did Adam have this coming?
Violation of condition number 4. And the court alternate conditions denied it. And that's what the parties agreed, that it be denied. And he did a TAP evaluation in custody. And there were supposed to be field visits, the UA hotline, and he was to provide his address to probation so they would know where he was. So I'm not following this agreement. He keeps not reporting. Obviously, he doesn't want to be on probation.
Yes, I do, Your Honor. At the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. And at that
No,
time,
here's the thing. We've passed that point. You were here before for not reporting. The court denied the motion, alternate amend conditions for you to get your life in order to report. And now we're back here again for your not reporting. You don't want to be on probation. You don't want to report. You have not reported. I'm not following this agreement. So I don't have to follow the agreement because this is a contract with the court. And just the mere fact by your pleading true, that means that I could sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility. Not going to follow the agreement. If you all want to discuss more, you can. Okay, you're welcome. All right, the court has found violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Judge, state's recommending 1 year in the state jail facility.
All right, and defense, what are you
We're
requesting?
asking for the minimum 6 months.
Now we're in the
state jail.
negotiation phase, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The prosecution wants 1 full year in state jail. That's 365 days behind bars for not showing up to meetings. The defense is begging for the minimum 6 months. Here's what's crazy. In Texas state jail, you typically serve day for day, meaning no parole, no early release for good behavior. That's actual time. The defense attorney mentions Adam might get rolled. That's when they release you early due to overcrowding, but there's no guarantee. 6 months versus a year might not sound like a huge difference, but when you're sitting in a cell, trust me, every single day counts. This is Adam's last chance to plead his
Minimum 6
case.
months, state jail. He understands that he's most likely going to be revoked, of course, and do some time, and he's hoping that he gets the minimum 6 months because he still hopes to finish school that he started. And he'd like to explain that to you if you can.
Sure. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
It's
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Adam Edward Aguilar.
All right, what did you want to tell the court?
Well, I want to tell you that I know I messed up and it wasn't my intentions to do what I did. It really wasn't. But I have changed my life and I am going to school right now. I'm going to a South Texas Vocational Texas Institute, STVT, on military South Florida. I'm going for a career, a trade, to be an automotive service technician. And I was hopefully today would be granted for the probation so I could finish with my classmate in December and I would have that certificate. I have changed my life, and back then I didn't know what I wanted to do, but now I know. I was going through a bad relationship, breakup. What I told you about my ex, you even told me, you advised me that she wasn't a good woman, and I got to see that now, and she was holding me back. She wasn't holding me back. I was holding myself back with being with her.
No, I don't think I ever tell anybody that somebody in a relationship is good or not good.
Hold up. Did Adam just try to put words in the judge's mouth? He claimed she told him his ex was no good, and she shut that down immediately. But listen to what she says next. This is pure wisdom. She's basically giving free relationship therapy from the bench. The judge is saying you can't blame your problems on other people, and you definitely can't be in a healthy relationship if you're not healthy first. This is hitting different because Adam's whole defense is basically my ex made me miss probation. The judge isn't buying it for a second. She's seen this blame game 1,000 times, and she's calling it out with surgical precision.
My advice to people is whatever issues you have in your relationship, they're always going to be there until they're addressed. And sometimes we should not be in relationships until we work on ourselves, because if we're not healthy and whole, then the relationship, either we're going to be a person who is not good for the relationship, or either we're going to meet somebody who's in the same place as we are, and they are not whole or healthy.
Right, and that's how it kind of was, and it was holding me back, from what I had to do, and I lost focus on what I needed to do.
All right. Did you turn into probation, that the fact that you were working on a trade school?
No, I didn't get around to get the chance to do that.
Mm.
So that's why I'm kind of glad that this did kind of happen. This was an eye opener for me to show me what I needed and focus on my life, that what I wanted to do and what I did do. And I got baptized a couple of months back too at the same time. I started walking a different route and doing different things, and I know it might not mean much, but on May 23rd passed the 5-year mark that my mom passed away. So, and then I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost 2 of my sisters. So this
just got heavy. Adam's pulling out all the emotional stops: dead parents, dead sisters, getting baptized, trade school dreams. Look, I'm not saying his pain isn't real. Losing family is devastating. But here's the thing. He's using every single excuse in the book except taking responsibility. First, it was the ex-girlfriend. Now it's grief from deaths that happened years ago. The judge has probably heard every sob story imaginable, and while these tragedies are heartbreaking, they don't excuse repeatedly violating probation. The question is this genuine remorse or manipulation? Because if he really wanted to honor his deceased family, wouldn't he have shown up to probation? What's your take? Sympathy or skepticism?
So I've been going through a lot of emotions, and so I didn't know how to deal with my emotions and things like that. So I was thinking when they had to recommendation for the probation, for the anger management, the behavior and all that, that would have been a great thing for me to do. Because it would have helped me put a structure in my life. You know, I didn't have structure at first, but it's my structure now that what they have. But I know it's up to you for what you want to do. And I'm hoping at a second chance of a redemption. As you may, you know, and I know the penalty of everything. And I want to say, if you could give me one more chance, if you can find it in your heart, you know, I want to get back out there to my family and show them different, and show you different, show everybody different, not just for y'all, but for myself. You know, that I can do this, that I am a man, I can change my ways. I am changing my ways. If you just give me a chance of that.
All right, so probation, was there any restitution in the 2022 CR 862B case number in 688678?
No, Judge.
All right, so here's what I want you to understand. One, I've internalized everything that you've said, but the court's issue and the problem is the fact that you were here before me previously, and it was the same thing, not reporting. How old are you?
29.
All
I
right,
just
so
turned 29.
The judge just delivered the ultimate reality check. You're 29, not 17. That hit different, didn't it? At 29, you're not a kid anymore. You're a grown adult who should know how to show up to appointments. The judge is basically saying stop making excuses and act your age. She's heard his whole emotional testimony, and while she's not dismissing his pain, she's making it crystal clear that being an adult means doing what you're supposed to do, regardless of your circumstances. This is accountability at its finest. The decision is coming, and based on her tone, it's not looking good for Adam.
29.
So it's not like you're a 17-year-old or 18-year-old. You know there are things that you need to do and you just need to do them.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so even though you're going to the state jail facility, you can still work on yourself. Like if you love your mom, you looked up to your mom. If you love your sisters and you looked up to your sisters, if you're not going to do it for yourself, then do it for them to make them proud. You understand?
All right.
All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty, revoke you, sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Ray Curtis or Alicia Williams. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, because this is not a plea bargain agreement. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
God bless.
Oh,
That's the
thank you. God
eternity.
bless you
Yes.
too. I appreciate it.
Always.
Thank you.
My big shoes.
Yes.
Wow. So let's break down what just happened. Adam Aguilar, 29 years old, just got sentenced to 1 full year in state jail for repeatedly violating his probation by simply not showing up. This was his second chance after failing to report before, and the judge was not having any more excuses. Despite his emotional plea about trade school, deceased family members, and promises of change, the judge stuck to the prosecution's recommendation. The lesson here? When you're on probation for unauthorized use of a vehicle, a felony in Texas, you better show up to your meetings. This case shows how deferred adjudication can backfire spectacularly. 1 year in state jail, no contact orders issued, and now he's got a felony conviction that will follow him forever. The judge even reminded him he can't own weapons anymore. That automotive technician dream? On hold for at least a year. If this case taught you something about the criminal justice system, or if you think the judge was too harsh or totally justified, drop your thoughts in the comment below. And if you want to see more real courtroom drama with expert commentary breaking down exactly what's happening, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and share this video with anyone who needs to understand how serious probation violations can be. Like this video if you think justice was served, or if you think Adam deserved another chance. See you in the next one.